Hey everybody, what's happening? And I hope you guys enjoyed the return from the NBA All-Star break because we had a bunch of time off. We returned to action yesterday and went really well. We're going to recap that in a second. But first, as you guys come in, as always, it does me a ton of good on the YouTube channel, helps us out a whole bunch here and helps keep our content free. But just doing these simple things, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment below for any questions you have for me or just any thoughts in general you have for the slate, whether you like my bets, you dislike them, any thoughts you have below, it really does help us in the YouTube algorithm. So all the engagements are definitely appreciated. And especially on a night like yesterday, where I couldn't have asked for a better outcome in the return from the NBA All-Star break, because I had 3 bets on my video yesterday. All 3 of them ended up hitting, and a couple of them plus money bets as well. So we had Walker Kessler over 2.5 blocks. That was a good plus money bet that ended up winning. Tyrese Halliburton over 2.5 bets, 2.5 threes, another plus money bet that won. And then we Jakob Poeltl for over 7.5 rebounds. Well, that one individually wasn't a plus money bet. Like I said, I was laddering all of the alternate lines up, and those all ended up winning as well, actually fairly easily. Jakob Poeltl hit the 12-plus rebound prop. I believe at the start of the third quarter, like 2 or 3 minutes into the third quarter, he was already at 12 rebounds. So over a FanDuel where I was betting the lines, the most you could ladder it up to was 12 or more. So I got for 12 plus 550 was the line. And once again, went really well, swept all of those. But I had some people message me that they had like some crazy parlays with Jakob Poeltl, where I saw some people had parlayed some other stuff together and laddered them all the way up to 15 plus rebounds. And so I saw people that were betting some Poeltl lines with props in them where it was parlayed up to like 50 to 1. So we crushed yesterday, was really happy with that. And then also there were some other people also like in Discord, for instance, I want to shout out Jared Johnson because he had asked me thoughts on Nikola Jokic to triple-double on DK, Adam plus 195. I looked into it, and I said, yeah, that is a really good bet. We ended up betting it all together in Discord, and ended up winning as well. So everything we touched yesterday ended up hitting. No complaints about anything. If you guys didn't win money here yesterday, I don't know where you went wrong, because we hit everything here today. Went really well, and if you guys want access to that Discord channel, it's 1 week, 50% off using the link below, and just a community. We hang out. We post some additional bets, not just myself, but all the other guys on the YouTube channel. And also we answer your questions and we sweat some of the bets together. It's a good way to make some additional money. So 50% off your first week by signing up using the link below. But we've got another NBA slate here on Friday. I don't have quite as many bets as yesterday. I've got a couple bets, both plus money. I'm going to break them down right now. So to start us off, guys, plus money bet. And I got 2 bets today, both plus money. And you guys know how some of these slates go when there isn't like immense amount of value, but I find a couple of plus money bets I like. I'll throw out 2 for plus money, and as long as we go 1 out of 2, we end up profiting for the night. So that's what I'm aiming for today. Start with Darius Garland, over 2.5 rebounds. This is a plus money bet. He's in an excellent matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, and I mean, every game is a pace-up spot for the Cleveland Cavaliers because they are the slowest-paced team in the NBA. But still, a matchup against the Atlanta Hawks is a significant pace-up spot. Almost every single night the Cavs play, they're going to be in the game with the lowest total of the night. That is not the case for a matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. A 227.5 total, that's like infinity relative to other Cleveland Cavaliers games. So definitely a spot where we would expect the players from Cleveland, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, all to have more counting stats than they normally would just because of the increased possessions in the game. And as is, Darius Garland for the season plays 35 minutes per game and averages 2.7 rebounds. Then when you factor in the matchup and all the extra pace involved in this spot, we have Darius Garland projected for north of 3 rebounds, which means we have the over 2.5 winning more often than not. And considering this is a plus money bet, it's something to take advantage of. It's one of the top rated props over at NBA Bet Pro, which is our NBA prop betting tool. If you guys want 1 week free trial, we have a link below to sign up for that 1 week for free. I find a lot of my bets through this. But Darius Garland looks like pretty good value, a bet that should win more often than not, and we're getting plus money. All that means I like the over here. Darius Garland over 2.5 rebounds. Our sponsor here today is DraftKings Sportsbook, who are going to pay out $150 on any $5 money line bet. It has to be the first bet you place, and you have to sign up using our link. And here's an easy way to take advantage of it. If you look through all of the games for all of different sports today, the biggest favorite is Liberty. College men's basketball minus 1,500 favorite. So normally a $15 bet on the Liberty would pay out just $1. But with this offer, a $5 bet on the Liberty pays out $150 when they end up winning tonight. All you have to do is sign up using the link below, place your first bet as a $5 moneyline bet on Liberty. They win, pays out $150. It is that simple. But just keep in mind, use our link so they know that we are the ones who sent you there. And if you're anybody you know has a gambling problem, call or text the number 1-800-GAMBLER. And my other bet for the day, it's another pretty significant plus money bet. This one actually plus 136 I was able to bet on Cam Johnson to make over 2.5 threes. And I expect him to play a much bigger role in the offense with the Nets than he did with the Phoenix Suns, for as simple as this. When he was on the Suns, he was sharing the court with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. He was not even a third option for the Suns on offense. He was somebody who was like the fifth, sometimes even the sixth option for them, for that team when they were heading into games. And now on the Nets, I think we're going to see Cam being, like a second, third scorer a lot of nights. I mean, Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, I think those are the quote-unquote big three for the Nets. These are the guys we should really expect to be taking on the bigger amounts of usage for this team. And we've seen that so far for Johnson. He had a 23% usage rate in his last game with the Nets. And, typically when he was with the Suns, we saw him closer to around a 20% usage rate that also led to him knocking down 3 threes in his first real extended run with the Nets, because he played 34 minutes. We've seen him play 3 games with the Nets. They've slowly ramped him up. Last game was the first time he played north of 30 minutes. And I think that's going to happen more often going forward. The Nets obviously traded a pretty substantial amount for him. They ended up giving up Kevin Durant. They got a lot back in return. Bridges, we got Cam Johnson as well, and then all the draft picks. But still, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, these are players the Nets are going to want to build around, and I expect them to get a lot of opportunity this year. Starting with last game, we played 34 minutes and knocked down 3 3-pointers. Also, Johnson is one of the better three-point shooters we have in the NBA. Shoots a really, really high accuracy from 3. He's pretty consistently been around a 40% three-point shooter. And as is on lower usage this year, he's averaging 2.6 threes made per game. Now on the Nets with more usage, don't be surprised if he averages north of 3 rebounds per game the rest of the season. So I think this is a misprice. I think 2.5 threes is a perfectly reasonable line, but it shouldn't be plus money on the over. It should actually be something like minus 110 on both sides. Considering where the number is right now, I think there's really good value on over Cam Johnson threes, especially that plus 136 number that's currently available at FanDuel. So taking advantage of that, that's going to be my final bet of the day. So recapping the 2 bets that I have for tonight's slate, just a couple of them, but trying to make sure that we continue to win here, right? We want to keep the good times rolling, and I think these are the 2 best bets on the board, 2 plus money bets. We go 1 and 2, we make money on the day, we move on to tomorrow, and we got off to a really hot start yesterday coming out of the All-Star break. But Darius Garland over 2.5 rebounds, that's at plus money. Cameron Johnson over 2.5 threes, that's also plus money. Let's go, guys. Place these bets. Any questions or comments you have for me, leave them below. Also, before you walk out here, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.